Okay, dear students, welcome to all of you. Today we are seeing the memory and input output interfacing device in the microcontroller and microprocessor. We have seen, जैसा कि हम लोगों ने डिस्कस किया था, the important two things in any microcontroller are the memory device and second is the input output interfacing device. Either the microcontroller will take the data from the memory, read the data from the memory, or it will write in the memory. Second, it will take the data from the input output device, or it will write in the input output device. So these are the important aspect of the any microcontroller to know that what is the memory structure and how this memory we can microcontroller can accept the data. So basically the structure of the microcontroller or microprocessor are classified in the two type of computer architecture. First is the von Neumann architecture. Second is the Harvard architecture. So there can be two type of architecture. First is the we are saying that is the von Neumann architecture, and second is the Harvard architecture. So first we are seeing the von Neumann architecture. What is the von Neumann architecture? The von Neumann architecture, or it is also called the Princeton architecture, is a computer architecture where the program means instructions and data are stored in a single memory. जहाँ पर कि जो हमारा डाटा है वो एक सिंगल मेमोरी में ही स्टोर होता है. Both things, instruction or data. There are two important things in the microcontroller. One is the instruction. Instructions means the programming steps, the program which we have made. And second is the data, that is temporary data in between the calculation and intermediate data. So that are keep in the with program instructions and data are stored in a single memory in such type of architecture. Since the instruction memory and the data memory are the same, the processor or CPU cannot access both things at the same time. What is the problem occur if we use the same memory and it contain both the instructions and data? Then at a time we can either call the instruction or the data, because the buses that is attached with the microcontroller to this memory module will these are the single buses. So there are several limitations of this architecture performance of the such type of system. So the we prefer the Harvard architecture. Harvard architecture is most preferred because in such type of memory module, as we have seen in the von Neumann architecture, all the memory is in a single module, and the central processing unit that contain the ALU, control unit, registers, that is the accumulator, program counter, stack pointer register are also shown. Or here is the output devices. So that is rejected, that is discarded and lesser used. The new development in the structure is the Harvard architecture. In the Harvard architecture, use the separate memory and data. It use the separate memory and data, since the instruction memory and data memory are separate. In the Harvard architecture, their signal path and the buses are also different, and hence CPU can access both instruction data at the same time. तो इस तरह के जो आर्किटेक्चर में, क्योंकि हमारे पास दोनों चीज़ें जो होती हैं वो डिफरेंट होती हैं, तो एक ही समय में वी कैन we can use the data memory, that is the RAM, for temporary data storage because it is volatile memory, and program is stored in the ROM. We can use the both at the same time in the such type of architecture. Here the we are also using the CPU and it is the output devices. So we can see the memory organization architecture, and the 8051 microcontroller. It is separated in program memory, that is called the ROM, and data memory is the RAM. The program memory is generally ROM, and data memory is generally RAM. The program memory in 8051 microcontroller. The code or instructions to be executed are stored in the program memory, which is also called the ROM of the microcontroller. The original 8051 microcontroller that is developed by Intel has 4 KB of internal ROM. जो हमारे जो शुरू में इंटेल ने डेवलप किया था, जो 4 KB का internal ROM है that were available. Some variant of 8051 like 8031, 8032 series does not have any internal ROM. अगर नहीं है then external program memory can be used for the instruction. Almost all the modern 8051 microcontroller like 8052 have 8 KB of internal program memory ROM in the form of flash memory, जिसको कि हम reprogram भी कर सकते हैं. That is the structured CPU, and that is connected with the ROM program memory in the 8051 microcontroller. In case of 4 KB of internal ROM, the address space is 0000 hexadecimal to 0FFH. It is the address that is provided to the ROM. If the address space the program address exceeds this value, CPU will automatically fetch the code from the external program memory. For this external program memory, EA pin must be pulled high, as shown here. EA pin that should be 1 to access the external memory. Here the address is divided into the two parts. First, for the internal 4K ROM 0 0 triple F H, that is the maximum address, and it is started from the 000H, that is the minimum address. And in case of the external ROM, 1000H is the starting address, and 4F is the highest address. In this way, internal or external both memories can be assessed. So here we have seen that what is the memory structure in the 8051 microcontroller, and in the modern present scenario all the microcontroller are used the second type of architecture. Note they are using the this first type of architecture because Harvard architecture is useful that have the separate program memory and the data memory, and both can be simultaneously accessed in such type of microcontrollers. So I think you will study it, that what is the basic architecture. You can make the such diagrams also. Thank you.